Well, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? You know, I like to start with a little music, and some of you may remember this song. You may not. You may remember this group, Soul to Soul. So we're going to get back to life, but we're going to be sharing some expert secrets today. You know, I've been rereading this book, Expert Secrets. Hey, Cousin Jay, appreciate you coming on. However do you want it. Hold on, I got to go with this group for a minute. Okay. However do you want it, however do you need it. I'd love to hear that from certain people. But like I said, we're going to get right into it. This is going to be a book review. I've reread this book, and you guys know by now I am a book reader. As I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to be, and that just brings me right into what we're talking about, because this book actually will show you how to brand yourself as an expert in your field, in your niche, in your business, whatever it is you're doing, because it doesn't matter what kind of business or what you're doing. If you really want to be successful, there are certain skill sets and certain things, but this is something that's kind of intrinsic that a lot of people, they miss out on. Diane, appreciate you coming on today. We're going to be talking about the secret number one. And I'm going to go over 4 different secrets in this book, which is just scratching the surface. Because again, I'm going to tell you, go ahead and pick this book up, and I'm going to leave a link in the comments where you can actually pick this book up for free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. So I mean, who doesn't like free 99? I like free 99, but it's not 100% free 99. You do have to pay the shipping. But going to jump right into it. What you want to do is you want to create what we call an attractive character, or AKA a charismatic leader. And some examples, I'm going to give you 2 examples, both on the good and the bad side. On the good side, a charismatic leader was Jesus Christ. He was very charismatic, and he got people inspired, and he was, somebody memorable. Of course, we still remember him today. The other person I'm going to mention that's really like on the dark side or the evil side is Hitler. Hitler was extremely charismatic because, during when that World War II, and of course that's way past my time, but some people, I always think, how not all Germans were Nazis, but he created a movement, and he just enthralled the public, and that's how he was able to mobilize them into doing some of the terrible things that they did. But what are the elements of a charismatic leader, and how do you start that? Well, one, you have to have some type of backstory, and you definitely need to speak in parables, things that people can identify with. You have to be vulnerable and be able to show your character flaws. And there's a polarity, like I said, with Hitler and with Jesus. They polarized people and motivated people. So there's 4 different types of identities. You can be, the leader, like they called Hitler the Führer, which meant the leader. You can be an adventurer or a crusader. You could be a reporter or an evangelist, or you can be a reluctant hero. Now, a reluctant hero to me is the character in Forrest Gump. And when Forrest Gump was definitely a reluctant hero, he was not wanting to be in the limelight and all these kinds of things, but because of his story and everything that happened to him, it elevated him into these different positions, like when he started doing the running and all of that kind of stuff. But if you want to get a deeper understanding of how to create your attractive character, there's another book here, .com Secrets, which I highly recommend. That's secret number 6 in that book, and it goes into a lot of detail. Appreciate the likes. Orlando, appreciate you coming on. But like I said, we're going to jump right into this thing. Number 1, to becoming an attractive character or a charismatic leader, you have to live the life that your audience wants to live. And how you do that is you tell them where you came from and where you started and where you are right now. That's part of your backstory. The other thing is, number two, you have to maintain absolute certainty. Now, what that means is you have to share your message often, find your voice, and become certain of what you're teaching. Excuse me, y'all. It's a little hard coming. I'm struggling today. In fact, let me get a little. I got pink lemonade today, so none of the coffee or the lemon ginger tea. I actually got to go to the store and get some more. The third thing is, don't be boring. I mean, you have got to learn how to fascinate your audience with you and what you're teaching. Now, the way you do that is you have to use what they call in the book a prolific index. And you have two sides. You have crazy on this side and crazy on this side. You got crazy good, crazy bad. And then you have mainstream in the middle. You have to hover somewhere in between those two crazies, depending on what kind of crazy you want to be. Hopefully you want to be crazy good. You know, just like I used to tell people, I'm not crazy, you know, as long as I take my medication. The doctor said I was cured. Rule number 4 is you have to understand how to use persuasion. And one of the techniques is using what in the book is called one sentence persuasions, which that you can do that by, you know, with one sentence, encourage their dreams, justify their failures, calm their fears, confirm their suspicions about a thing, or throw rocks at the enemy. And like I said, you can kind of get the idea about that. You know, you encourage people's dreams by showing them a vision of someplace they want to go. You calm their fears by showing them, hey, I've done this, you can do this too. And even justify their failures in that, because you say, well, maybe you failed because you just didn't have the right mentor, or you didn't have the right information. And then confirm their suspicions, you know, because a lot of people are suspicious about scams and different things like that. So however you can do that to confirm their suspicions and then put their fears at ease. And another great thing is throwing rocks at the enemy. Like, you know, if you are working in corporate America, you know, the man is the enemy, you know, that kind of thing. So you can build a rapport with them because they feel, you know, they know that you feel their pain. And then the sixth thing is you want to offer them value from their perceived relationship with you. Now, that can be a little difficult, but one way of doing that is simply asking people what they're looking for, you know, and you can do that like when we're doing these lives, and I have people who come on the lives and we get comments and whatnot, and I'll respond to those comments and answer questions and be genuinely concerned, you know. Oh, I messed up. I went from number 4 and skipped right over number 5. Number 5 is super important. You have to care a lot about the people that are following you. You know, Zig Ziglar, great network marketer, he had this statement. I kind of use it as my mantra. He says, your success is tied directly to the people that you help and serve. And if you don't have a servant mindset along with building this character, people are not going to follow you. You know, they don't care about how good you are, what's going on in your life. They want to know what's in it for me. How is it going to benefit me? Do you care about me? Because I've been in several companies, and you know, and even in some of these network marketing companies, you get your sponsor, and they don't, all they see you is dollar signs. You know, okay, you bought the product, or you bought into the opportunity, and you're just cut loose. You know, and that's not a charismatic leader. You got to care about the people that you want to follow you, and the people that are following you. And again, let me go back over these again. Number 1, you have to live the life that your audience wishes they could live. Number 2 is maintain absolute certainty about what you know, what you're teaching, and be passionate about it. Number 3, don't be boring. You know, don't come in here and you speak in a monotone voice and yes, and I was doing this. You know, you got to have some inflection. You've got to have something to set yourself apart. Like what I do, I put my music on, and you never know what kind of music you're going to hear because I like a lot of different stuff. You know, so remember that prolific index. You got good crazy, bad crazy, mainstream. You want to be in the middle, in between those two crazies, preferably on the good side. Number 4 is understand how to use persuasion by encouraging people's dreams and calming their fears, justifying their failures, and throwing rocks at the enemy, whoever the enemy is in their life. Number 5, you need to care a lot. And if you're in business and all you're thinking about is how you're going to make money off of people, I guarantee you, people heard me say this before, you'll never make the money that you think you want or need, because that goes with the law of reciprocity, and let's just break it down in a Bible verse. It says, give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosom. So if you're not willing to give, you're not going to be able to get anything. Because years ago when I was a kid, my grandfather taught me a little thing about giving. And he told me, he said, hold out your hand. I held my hand out and he put $1 in my hand. And then he took the $1 away and then he said, close your hand. Well, no, first. And then he said that $1 was in my hand. So he said, close your hand. So I had the $1 in my hand. And he said, so as long as you keep that hand closed, that money's never going to come out of your hand. But check this out. He took another $1. He said, I can't put another one in there. So to me, being a servant, being willing to give, not always looking to profit from everybody, because people can smell that. It's like blood in the water. If all you're talking about is buy my stuff, nobody's going to get involved with that. Because like I said, people don't care about you like that unless you create this character. But the character and the person that you become, the expert that you become, cares about them, and they'll start caring about you. That's that law of reciprocity. So if you're willing to give, you can receive, because you can't receive anything with a closed hand. So these are just a few keys to becoming a more interesting and charismatic leader. Tomorrow, I'm going to be discussing, let's see, we're going to be discussing secret number 2, which is the cause. And another way to create a following along when you build this charismatic leader is you have to create some type of cause, save the whales or save the planet, but you adapt that concept to your business, especially if your business is solving a problem. And let me just say on that, if your business is not solving people's problems, making their lives better, if all it is a vehicle for you to try to generate income, you may need to reconsider what you're doing. And if you're not having success, that may be what it is, because maybe you're in the wrong opportunity. And again, I'm not throwing shade on any business opportunity, because there's lots of ways to make money online. Network marketing is an excellent way. Some of the richest people in online marketing are network marketers, but affiliate marketers make good money too. So whatever you're promoting, make sure that it's benefiting people. Just like I did a live yesterday about, I'm in the CBD oil business, and I believe in this product because, first of all, I use it. I have low back pain. Since I've been taking it, my pain has been like 0. But I'm not here talking about that business. I'm here to talk to you about how you can create a following, become an expert, and have people actually pay you for your advice, because that's really what this book will teach you how to do. So again, remember my motto: the shortest distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So let's see. Come on, phone. My phone's acting up, y'all. So since we started with some music, we got to end this with some music. Yeah. However do you want me? However do you need me? All right, guys. I hope you have a good afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Love, peace, and hair grease.